Worried about gout? Check out Ural, the effective urinary alkalinizer. Ural, neutralize your uric acid problem now.
This is KiniNews and I'm your host Prasad. Did you know MACC has 5 oversight panels? Which makes you wonder, what are they overseeing exactly? Especially with the whole Azam Baki situation. One of those oversight panels, led by Rais Yatim, has called for an investigation. The Special Committee on Corruption, one of 5 MACC oversight panels, have called for an investigation to be conducted into MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki's share ownership in public listed firms in 2015 and 2016. Specifically, the committee wants to know if Azam made a declaration at the time. At a press conference today, committee chairperson Rais Yatim said the asset declaration should also be an aspect of focus.
Kami dalam jawatan kuasa mengesyorkan supaya siasatan dilakukan terhadap beliau, tetapi beliau juga alhamdulillah telah menyatakan beliau bersedia untuk disiasat. Jadi dengan cara itu tak timbul soal sama ada beliau bersetuju atau tidak bersetuju disiasat. Sebenarnya beliau bersetuju. Bagus, dan dapat kita terima ini sebagai satu ruang ketulusan untuk beliau memberi penjelasan sebenar sama ada kepada polis diraja Malaysia atau kepada Suruhanjaya Security atau kepada jawatan kuasa disiplin dan perolehan aset di bawah JPA atau di bawah Ketua Setiausaha Negara atau di bawah Suruhanjaya Perkhidmatan Awam.
Rais said it is public knowledge that there is a circular in 1993 and also a circular by the Public Service Department and Cabinet in 2002 that requires assets to be declared. Also present at the press conference were other Special Committee on Corruption members, namely Senator Zaidi Suhaili, PKR's Pasir Gudang MP Hassan Abdul Karim and DAP's Bukit Bendera MP Wong Hon Wai. Azam came under the spotlight over his ownership of shares in Getz Global Berhad in 2015, worth over 700,000 ringgit at the time. He also held over 2 million warrants in Excel Force MSC Berhad in March 2016. Azam claimed they were bought in his name by his younger brother Nasir Baki. The shares have since been transferred to his brother. Mazli Malik spent some time speaking to the police today, all because he was a spectator at a protest against Azam Baki. Simpang Renggam MP Mazli Malik has urged the police to be proactive in investigating reports against MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki. This comes after Mazli was summoned to give a statement at the Putrajaya District Police Headquarters this morning for being present during a PKR youth protest against Azam several days ago.
Kehadiran saya pada tempoh hari hanya sebagai penonton menyaksikan MK menyerahkan mereka punya memo kepada SPRM. Rupanya pada waktu ini menjadi kesalahan untuk kita menyaksikan. Dan yang peliknya, orang yang subjek utama yang menjadi isunya Tan Sri Azam Baki, saya tidak tahu sehingga kini adakah beliau juga telah dipanggil seperti MK yang menganjurkannya dan juga telah dipanggil seperti saya, seorang yang menyaksikan MK menyerahkan demo.
Mazli spoke to the media outside the police station after he was done giving a statement to investigators. On Monday, a group of PKR youth members held a protest outside the MACC headquarters where they demanded Azam's resignation over a scandal involving ownership of 2 million shares in a publicly listed company. Besides Mazli, police have also called up several PKR youth leaders for investigations following the protest. Mazli supported calls for the government to set up an independent investigation body and suggested that former IGP Abdul Hamid Badr to lead the investigation. One past leader has been sacked from the party's Central Committee, and Hadi wouldn't say why. Kuala Nerus MP Khairuddin Ahmad Razali has been removed from his position as a past Central Committee member. Past President Abdul Hadi Awan confirmed the matter when met by reporters in Marang, Terengganu earlier today. Khairuddin is among a group of leaders who are opposed to Hadi's strategy of forging stronger ties with Bersatu under the PN banner, which is causing tension with UMNO. They prefer the Islamist Party to consolidate the alliance with UMNO under Muafakat Nasional. Other leaders aligned with Khairuddin include Muhammad Nik Abdul Aziz and Muhammad Zudi Marzuki. However, Hadi did not disclose reasons behind the move to remove Khairuddin. He said the decision was made during a meeting chaired by past Secretary General Taqiyuddin Hassan on Wednesday. The sacking came not 2 months after he was appointed as a Central Committee member. Khairuddin was previously appointed to the position after he was defeated in the party polls last November. Some MACC detainees are brought to court in the bright orange detention t-shirts, while others are allowed to wear their own clothes. Rais Yatim wants to know why the double standard. The MACC has been asked to address apparent double standards when it dresses up an accused. Special Committee on Corruption Chairperson Rais Yatim said some are made to wear MACC's bright orange detention t-shirts, while others dress up as though they're attending a meeting. Rais said this was among the issues discussed by the Special Committee on Corruption, which was one of the 5 panels providing oversight on the MACC.
Setiap individu yang menghadapi pertuduhan harus diberi layanan sama. Pada masa ini, ada pihak-pihak yang ditangkap, kemudian nak dibawa ke mahkamah, ada yang berpakaian pakaian oranye, tetapi ada pula yang tak pakai langsung. Ada yang pakai kot dengan tali lehernya sendiri, seolah-olah masuk untuk bermesyuarat. Jadi kami menzahirkan pandangan, jika baju oranye itu, atas apa pun alasan yang tak diguna, biarlah semua kena.
The MACC, under then Chief Commissioner Latifah Koya, had in 2019 announced that it would stop dressing suspects in orange after complaints that high-profile individuals were exempted from what is perceived as a humiliation. However, the practice resumed under Chief Commissioner Azam Baki. Now we have a message from our sponsor. When we're back, one MP is facing roadblocks even to help his own constituents.
Pening, tangan dan kaki kebas, letih. Ini mungkin tanda peredaran darah kurang baik. Cubalah Thomson Activated Ginkgo dengan teknologi aktivasi dari Jepun yang menghancurkan ginkgo biloba dan melekat pada dinding usus untuk penyerapan lebih baik bagi membantu memperbaiki peredaran darah. Kawalan kualiti memastikan ia mudah larut dengan daun muda ginkgo dari Jepun. Untuk peredaran darah yang lebih baik, cubalah Thomson Activated Ginkgo. Ini adalah Medifax untuk Thomson.
Syed Saddiq wants to help the people of Muar. I mean, of course, he's the MP for Muar. So why can't he? Muar District Office, I'm looking at you.
Hai, nak bantu pun susah. Sepatutnya memudahkan.
Muar MP Syed Saddiq Syed Abdul Rahman has claimed that he has been denied permission to carry out flood aid initiatives in his own constituency. He questioned if the move was aimed at snuffing his party Muda.
Saya nak tekankan di sini, saya merupakan ahli Parlimen Muar. Diberikan mandat oleh rakyat Muar. Dan Muar merupakan salah satu daerah yang paling teruk, terkesan dan terjejas kerana banjir yang berlaku. Dan apabila orang Muar susah, saya bertanggungjawab untuk bantu mereka. Dan dengan itu, saya ingin memberikan bantuan kepada mereka secara terus kerana saya merupakan ahli Parlimen Muar.
In a live video ad on social media last night, Syed Saddiq said the Muar District Office rejected his application for his team to clean up flood-hit houses this weekend. According to him, no reason was given.
Dan yang lebih memualkan is the double standardness of the SOP. 2 darjat dalam pelaksanaan ini. Kerana ada banyak gambar-gambar yang telah tertular menunjukkan pemimpin Perikatan Nasional, pemimpin UMNO, pemimpin politik daripada parti-parti lain dah boleh masuk rumah ke rumah, pakai baju politik mereka, bersihkan rumah, sampaikan kebajikan. Tapi bagi muda tak boleh. Muda nak buat kena siasat. Muda mohon secara baik kena tolak. Ni kena tolak mentah-mentah.
On January 8th, Syed Saddiq shared that the police were investigating 6 Muda volunteers for delivering food to flood victims in Johor without the local council's permission. He had apologized for the incident but also hoped the authorities would relax their rules to ensure aid could reach more flood victims. Yesterday, he branded the alleged different treatment accorded to Muda as a form of hypocrisy and questioned if the UMNO-led Johor government was somehow behind the rejections. Malaysia has been downgraded to the lowest ranking of the US State Department's report on human trafficking. And here's why the hands of our courts are tied. Malaysia's downgrade to Tier 3 in the Trafficking in Persons report has been acknowledged by Chief Justice Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat. This comes after Reuters reported the US State Department to downgrade Malaysia to the lowest ranking in its closely watched annual report on human trafficking released last year. However, the top judge noted the country's courts are, by constitutional design, limited from taking active measures to combat human trafficking. Tengku Maimun explained that due to this constitutional design, Malaysian courts could only deal with human trafficking cases before it in accordance with the law and evidence presented before them. Tengku Maimun said this during her speech for the opening of the 2022 legal year at the Palace of Justice Putrajaya this morning. Reuters previously reported that the downgrade led to Malaysia falling to Tier 3 after spending 3 years on the Tier 2 watch list in the Trafficking in Persons report. The US State Department ranks countries in Tier 3 for failing to comply with the minimum standards for eliminating trafficking or making significant efforts to comply. It's Pongal, so it's only fair to end today's episode with some positivity, even if the message is from a politician. Happy Pongal. Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob has expressed hope that Pongal, the Hindu harvest festival mainly celebrated by the Tamil community, can foster unity and togetherness among keluarga Malaysia. He also hoped that the harvest festival celebrated today until January 17th would bring prosperity and open up new opportunities for all Malaysians. He said this in his Pongal wish posted on his Facebook page last night. He said the festival is celebrated as a sign of gratitude for life and nature that provide sustenance. He added that the saying, Thai Pirandal Vali Pirakum, often mentioned in connection with the festival, meant that the beginning of Thai opens up new opportunities. Pongal falls in the 10th month of the Tamil calendar, called Thai, and is a major celebration, especially among the farming community. On this day, the Tamil community will prepare the Pongal or sweet rice and offer Thanksgiving prayers. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.